Great to speak to you. I guess the easiest place to begin is if I can go back to the writer's notes for the original Star Trek. Dr. McCoy was defined as Captain Kirk's conscience. What is he? What's the essence of this character when you sit down to find him, to play him?
To me, the essence is, to me, this irascible, cantankerous, sort of prickly exterior of a man. There's an appalling doctor with an appalling bedside manner who, beneath that, has the most genuine, altruistic heart of gold. He's the most loyal friend. He is morally grounded and very, very centered, and like you said, very often plays out to be Kirk's conscience, and speaks his mind. No matter what the repercussions, he will let you know what he thinks, whether he's your friend or not. And to me, as an actor, that's such a great gift to have a character that has such a kind of a sort of twin kind of sort of polarity to play with.
There's an easy notion for the media, and I think, and for fans, to imagine that as an actor you look at DeForest Kelley's performance and somehow you play up to it simply because there's clearly this is a film based on an enormous franchise. But as an actor, how much can you afford to let another actor's work in? And in a way, perhaps the same way you might approach looking at someone else's Hamlet before you play Hamlet. What do you take from someone else's performance, but how much do you want to let in of someone else's performance?
It's in approaching the character, firstly as a long-term fan, I felt that it was important to have some degree of continuity with what Mr. Kelly did so amazingly for 40 years. I, as an audience member, would personally feel a little bit shortchanged if I didn't immediately go, there's Bones. And so for me, it was a fine line of picking certain elements that are intrinsically Bones and incorporating them into my interpretation of my perspective of what the character is and should be.
From the actor's perspective, the notion of signing on for 2 more sequels, that's obviously, to some extent, that's part and parcel of the business. Nobody.
I'll have $10 million for the sequel.
But what goes through your mind about that? Is it daunting in any way?
No, not at all. If we've all done our jobs right, and this film is appreciated and embraced, then we are in the fortunate position to get in there again and do it again, and that's what we all hope and pray is going to happen. JJ's been very upfront that he didn't make a film for trekkers, for long-term Trek fans. He made a film for fans of film. And, in my opinion, I really think that this film has such a broad appeal, and I hope that it will draw in a whole new audience of people that have never been to a Star Trek film and know nothing about it, as well as the long-term Star Trek fans who, watched the original series when it came out and want their kids to come along and experience the ride.
Fantastic. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Awesome.
Joe.
Cheers.
Thanks.